So I've got my 5 stitches and my turning chain. The way that you want to turn in my head, I say that it's to the left. However you think of it, is kind of irrelevant, whether you call it something else. But either way, you want to turn it in such a way that your project is in front of your working piece of yarn. Obviously, if you turn it the other direction, your yarn's going to be in front of your project, and it's not going to be really possible, I think, to work that way. So what I call it in my head is to the left. Whatever you call it, you just want to make sure that your project is now in front of your working end of yarn back here where I'm pointing. So I've got my turning chain here that I'm going to skip. Now I'm going to insert my hook into my first stitch, and I'm going to work underneath both pieces, both sections of that V. So I've got one section, two sections. So I'm going to insert my hook just like any other single chain. Now I'm going to skip the first hole and work into the second hole. That's my yarn over, and pull through. Now that's the first step of your single chain. Now I'm going to yarn over again, skipping one hole, working into the second hole, yarn over, and pull through both loops. And you just completed one single chain, just like any other kind of yarn. Now, as you can see, like I said before, it is kind of a mess here. But if you just get past this first row, it'll already be a little easier. So I see my second V here. I'm going to insert my hook underneath both pieces, both legs of the little V. Then I'm going to skip one hook, skip one hole, insert into the second hole, yarn over, pull through. Then repeat that, skip one, work into the next hole, pull through. That's 2 single chains. Then I'm going to skip one, insert first, skip one, and insert into the next hole, yarn over, pull through. So you'll see, you work with it just like any other kind of yarn. It's almost like with the holes, if this is an easier way for it to kind of compute in your head, it's almost like ignore the rest of the yarn. You're just working stitches like you normally would. It's just that they've told you exactly where to place your hook by creating holes for you. Instead of yarning over wherever you feel like on the yarn, they've told you where exactly you need to yarn over. So insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now I've kind of lost count of where I was, but that's actually a good little lesson here. It's going to show you that no matter what you do, whether you mess up on your stitch counts, whether you mess up on where you're placing your hook, it doesn't really matter. The end result, the way that your project looks, is all going to be the same. If you accidentally do 4 stitches instead of 5, or if you accidentally do 5 stitches instead of 4, it doesn't really matter. The way that it ends up looking at the very end, it's very forgiving. It's a completely imperfect looking project anyway, so it doesn't matter. So now I have 4 stitches. If I wanted to make it 5, like I was originally trying to, I can just kind of work in this little mess right here, or I can just work 2 single chains in the very 2 single crochets in the very last chain that I had. Either way, if I'm trying to get back to 5, then I can get back to 5 no problem. There's no possibility of kind of messing it up or making it look wrong or anything like that. So make sure you have a turning chain at the end of each row, and then you turn. And now I have my 5 stitches across. If you can see, I have 1 turquoise single chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 green single chains, and then turquoise again for my turning chain. So I have 5 single chains, single crochets, and 1 turning chain.